vocal calisthenics, but yes. Yes.
Out of all the voices that you play, do you own any of them?
Do I?
Own any little videos?
Do I own the DVDs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, let me just say this. Own them? That's technically no. I didn't buy them. One of the very nice perks of doing what we do is that the studios usually give us a copy of them. So I have copies of most of the stuff that I've worked on. Unfortunately, I don't get the chance to watch much of it. Those of you that really enjoy anime would probably hate me to find out that I have this big turnstile DVD rack that holds like 470 DVDs, and it's pretty much full of anime work that I've done, and probably 90% of it is still in the plastic. Because I know you're like,
shame on you
right now, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm not.
Find out where he lives. We're gonna bust in and take all of it. I've watched a handful of shows that I've worked on that I really kind of fell in love with. You know, Full Metal, Be an Angel, Full Metal Panic, Princess Nine. Love that show. Generator Gall. Love that show. These are little shows when I first got started. Yeah, I have a lot of the DVDs, and I'm very grateful that they give us copies. That's very nice of them. We have time for one more question, so I want you to whoever is going to ask it, make sure it's a really good one. Has to be a good one. Is this a good one? Yes, ma'am. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. This young lady here. Yes, ma'am. Of course you can. Of course. We'll do that. Yeah, absolutely. After we'll do that. And let's go ahead. What was your question? Easiest character? Wow, that's an interesting question. Usually, the only thing really hard about characters is when they have to like really yell and fight and you know what I mean, and pour a lot of energy in. Just because, you know, a lot of the people that worked on Dragon Ball Z, I have the utmost respect for. The Chris Sabat, the Mike McFarlanes, the Eric Vales, these guys have titanium throats. I mean, they have been doing this, you know, you've seen Dragon Ball, right? Somebody fights for 45 episodes. And I mean, these guys are amazing. They developed such incredible vocal cords and such stamina with their voices. And unfortunately, I don't have that much stamina. I just don't have that strong of a voice.
Okay.
And so a lot of times, like when we would do, like let's, for sake of a better example, Ed. Whenever Ed would do fighting or short rants or anything that required him to really spaz out and yell and freak out, we would always save those to the end of the recording session. So that the whole rest of the recording session, when Ed needs to talk soft and a little light, you have that voice. You haven't destroyed it yet by yelling. And you save up all of the big yelling stuff until the very end of the recording session. The only thing that's really ever been really hard is the yelling stuff. Most of them, that's the biggest challenge, is when you really have to, you know, to tear into it and pour it on. You guys, let me say that I'm going to be signing. Is there anybody from the? Well, no, okay, that's cool. Is she here? Because she told me that if I wanted to sign immediately after this, I could. Where? In this area? Okay. Well, isn't there an event in here next? Mr. Sushi. Dude, I want to come and see you. I'm your fan now. Okay, let me just say this, you guys. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm just going to sit right here. I'm going to sit at the edge of the stage. Or is there a table out there or not?
No.
Would you check for me? Thank you, sir. What's your name?
Right there.
Derek? Thank you, Derek. You rule. There's going to be a regular autograph session, I think, with most of